Hello and welcome to the Daily Conspiracy Podcast. We don't take days off because reptilians don't take days off. First day.
And Lee's bald.
I am bald again. I do you know what the thing is? I let my son shave it off. I let my son shave my head off.
Like as a treat?
Kind of. He was pretty psyched
If you're a
about
good
it.
lad, I'll let you shave my head.
Let you shave my head. Yeah, not balls. There's all sorts of fucking issues if you let your children do things
I'm pretty
like
sure
that.
that's what Savile said.
Yeah.
Now then.
Yeah, just me Swede.
I mean, technically, it is a ball. It's a giant ball.
It is.
A colossal.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it when I've got my when I don't think my hair doesn't look good long anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't look too bad when it's shorter and like ear length, but like when it gets long, it starts to look a bit fucking scraggy, and I start to look a bit older than I think I deserve to.
Can you wear a baseball cap?
I don't like wearing baseball caps. I do like a beanie.
Right. Does a baseball cap... I mean this in all...
Does it suit me?
No, does it fit your head?
Yeah, Ollie, it's a fucking hat.
Okay.
Well, I've not the biggest head. You're tiny, Ollie. You're like 5 foot. You've got a small
Listen,
head.
it's not about me now. It's
No, I'm
about your
just
big
saying.
head.
No, but I'm just saying, just because you see all the other giants walking around,
No.
it doesn't mean
People
that there
have
isn't.
normal size heads. Yours is huge.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't turn around to you and say, oh, you know, if you stick a child's hat on the smaller setting, will it fit your head? I understand that the small adult
No, but it's about my
size-
hands, isn't it? It's always about my hands and gloves.
It's not just your hands, though, is it? You're a small man.
I feel like this is bullying right now.
Tiny man.
You just couldn't stand it because I think your head. If you put your head
Only
next to the
only
predator,
mice can hear
the
you.
predator would be
Only-
fucking jealous.
Only mice can hear you.
I feel like we should get on with the show before one of us leaves.
Oh God! No, another one. If you want to help us out, do all the things. Leave the comments, like the subscribing, smash the fucking buttons,
Smash it.
yeah, and do all that sort of stuff. Like, you know, it helps us. Leave a review. If you've only been like listening to the podcast like recently, you've got to listen to like 3 podcasts, I think it is, before you can leave a 5-star review. So if you've forgotten about that and now you've listened to 3 podcasts, make sure you leave us a review on Spotify. That's very, very important. It is your mission. And should you choose to accept it, that would be fucking incredible. If you don't choose to accept it, you're a bit of a bellend. But yeah, that's all that sort of stuff out of the way. What have you got, Ollie? You've got
Lee,
something for us.
Since we've had our weekend of love, there was a little thing that went on called the World Economic Forum.
Never heard of it.
Well, what it is it's a place where all these big wigs get together,
Right.
and they discuss how they're going to, fuck us over.
Oh, I was going to say that sounds like a real positive thing that should bring.
Well, they
together
make
real
it sound
change.
really positive, like when you see it on television. But I think this thing's going on behind the scenes. I think once...
I love this. Like, you're making this out to be your theory.
Well, what I think happens is, right, are the cameras off? Cameras off. Right, this is how we're going to fuck them.
Bring in the girl. I don't know. To be honest, mate, they don't even do it. They don't do it off camera.
They tell us.
Yeah. The oddly enough, there was what was it? I was watching a clip. It wasn't the World Economic Forum. It was from the New World Order Forum or something like that. And it was the representative of India that was on. And he was talking about overpopulation. And he literally says on stage, like, yeah, like there's 8 billion people in the world. We need 1 billion. So we're going to have to kill 7 billion people.
I mean, at least he's honest.
I mean, he was pretty honest. But it's like, you do wonder whether like these people that are sort of actually powerful, they're going like, who the fuck let Jeff up there?
Yeah. Did you see Did you see any of it? Have you seen any clips of it or anything?
I oddly, this is the quietest the World Economic Forum has been for me. I saw the Trump stuff.
You see him take the piss out of Macron with his sunglasses.
Yeah, I did. That was pretty funny. Yeah, I saw the Trump stuff. I know he left the World Health Organization when he was there, which I thought was quite interesting. I'm surprised. I thought he was still going to leave NATO. Actually, I thought that was going to be a thing. So yeah, I don't know, because there was a big fuss about Farage going, wasn't there?
There was, yeah. But Farage says, I'm going to go and I'm going to tell him how it's done. I don't know if he told them how it's done. I don't think he did.
I don't know if he spoke. I know he was there as an advisor. He was there for like this. I mean, this should fucking help you know where we stand with that guy. But he was there as like an advisor to some like Middle Eastern fucking oligarch.
Right. Oligarch. That sounds.
Do you know
like
what?
somebody...
I'll just say billionaire Ollie. There you go.
Okay. If you want to call me a billionaire, go ahead. Okay, let's. So, Elon. I listened to the full presentation that Elon did this morning. Interesting. I think we spoke about Elon Musk on Fridays, on Wednesday night.
Are you sure?
Thursday, could have been Thursday. I don't know, Lee. It's all blurs into one these days because we don't take days off. But we spoke about trust and Elon, and should we trust Elon Musk? What's his goal? He seems to have a goal for humanity. Is it for the greater good? I have no idea.
Does he have a goal for humanity, or does he have a goal for Elon?
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is it. But I thought I'd start us off with the fun bit, and it's Elon kind of addressing aliens a little bit. So it's just a bit of fun, this bit. But this is where my ears perked up when I started listening this morning.
To the best of our knowledge, we don't know of life anywhere else. I'm often asked, are there aliens among us? And I'll say that I am one, but
or you're from the future.
They don't believe me.
Okay.
But I I think if anyone would know if there are aliens among us, it would be me. We have 9,000 satellites up there, and not once have we had to maneuver around an alien spaceship. So I'm like, I don't know. Bottom line is, I think we need to assume that life and consciousness is extremely rare, and it might only be us. And if that's the case, then we need to do everything possible to ensure that the light of consciousness is not extinguished, because we're effectively, the way I view it is, the image in my mind is of a tiny candle in a vast darkness, a tiny candle of consciousness that could easily go out. And that's why it's important to make life multiplanetary, such that if there is a natural disaster or a man-made disaster on Earth, that consciousness continues. That's the purpose of SpaceX.
So what I found really interesting about that, I'll just get on the get-go, and then you can pipe in there. But did you notice that twice, right at the beginning, it's not if there's aliens out there, if there's aliens among us, and then he said aliens among us again. He said it twice. Aliens among us. Why not say, I don't know if there's aliens out there on other planets?
Because he wasn't talking about that, though, was he? He was talking about his it was a personal thing, wasn't he? He's saying, look, we haven't had to move any satellites. That's what he said among us.
He went on to that, didn't he? But he did say aliens among us.
Yeah, but he was leading there, mate. You're stretching a little. Just a little. It's just a little out of reach.
Don't let me pick on your head again.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Aliens on planet Earth confirmed. Is it me, or does Elon Musk look vastly different?
I
from
was
moment
thinking
to
that.
moment?
I think he does look
Younger.
different. He looks younger, yeah. You don't think he's been on the old Chrome, do you?
I imagine he's on whatever is available.
He might be doing the same sort of thing that guy's doing. I've forgotten his name. He was hot for a minute.
Oh, the guy looks like he's made of wax.
Yeah, he's injecting his own child's son blood,
Yeah.
his own child's blood into him or something.
Yeah, because that's not weird. Mind you, I mean, to be fair, like Watson wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? If it turns out that your blood could make your father live longer, Watson wouldn't do transfusions with the father, and then in the future do the same thing with their son. It would make sense, to be fair.
It still seems a bit weird, but yeah, I know what you mean. He does look like he's probably just eating well, and maybe he's had a bit of work. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just this sort. I find something strange about all this. I know there's been some photos of Macron, not just with the glasses, but like with the weird fucking neckline. You know that looks like a crease around the neck, and. Like I've always used to see things like that and gone, oh, it's clearly a line. Why are people, if you put your neck down like that, you can get a crease around your neck.
Yeah.
But it's all of them.
Mm.
So many of them. Like, and you might get some discoloration behind the ears, or the eyes look a little bit more sunken in than they should do.
Or they get one black eye.
Or they get one black eye.
Eventually. But He's said this line so many times now. If anybody was going to know about aliens, it would be me.
Mm.
I mean, why not? If anybody's going to know about aliens, it would be NASA, because they've been going a lot longer than Elon Musk has. I know Elon is a person. NASA is a persons, lots of them.
Well, yeah. So that makes sense, because he says if any one. If you say if any one, you talk about an individual, not an entity.
Yeah, but if anybody's going to know about aliens, surely it's the people that's been doing it for a long time. He's still very new to space. If you in the grand scheme of things, he's not been doing it that long.
No, but
15 years or something.
We're talking about a single person, though, aren't we?
Yeah.
Anyone.
But it's kind of like, if anyone's going to know, I would know, because I've sent a few rockets up. So I know if there's aliens because I've sent the rockets up.
Yeah.
That, to me, if anybody's going to know about aliens, it would be me, because I'm in the know. I hear things.
Yeah, he's one of the most powerful individuals.
Yeah, I'm
in the
clued
world.
in to everything.
Yeah, he's one of the most powerful and influential men that's ever walked the face of the planet.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that statement. I just find it strange that he uses that line. If anybody's going to know about it, it's going to be me. It's going to be me.
Well, I mean, the argument would be that if you've got, I don't like. I've got such a love-hate relationship with Elon Musk. I really want to like him. I really
like
do.
him. I really Elon, if you're listening, I like you.
But what's the line that absolute power corrupts absolutely? It seems unthinkable when you look at the system that you could navigate that system, get to those heights, and be clean.
I know what you mean. Like, to get there, there must be something in that closet, you know.
It's not just that,
something.
but what you say about if anyone would know, like if we go back to that line, it makes sense to me that he'd say something like that, because again, there is no way that you can be Elon Musk and do what Elon Musk has done or at least proposed to have done, because I think like what he's done is also debatable. Do you know what I mean? Like what's
Yep.
as an individual, like what has he done? But
Did he say to Joe Rogan, "Listen, I'll do your deal. I'll reveal it on here if I find out about aliens"?
yes, he did.
Did he say that?
Yeah, but what I was going to say about the any one thing is I don't think you can beat Elon Musk without like at least a touch of megalomania.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah, I think it kind of comes with the
it
territory.
comes with the
doesn't
job.
it?
Yeah, like a god complex as standard.
Yeah. Speaking of God, that's a pretty good segue if we're going to get into AI, because I know you've had, and I kind of tend to think more in the direction now that it's just a very, very clever algorithm. But I'm going to bring Mr. Musk on again to listen to what he has to say about AI.
Solving global poverty, or essentially, how do we give everyone a very high standard of living? I think the only way to do this is AI and robotics, which doesn't mean that it is without its issues. I mean, we need to be very careful with AI. We need to be very careful with robotics. We don't want to find ourselves in a James Cameron movie, Terminator. He's got great movies, love his movies, but we don't want to be in Terminator, obviously. If you have ubiquitous AI that is essentially free or close to it, and ubiquitous robotics, then you will have an explosion in the global economy, an expansion in the global economy that is truly beyond all precedent.
Elon, can that expansion be broad?
Yes.
Or is it narrow? And how can that be created? How can it broaden the global economy?
Yeah, I mean, a way to think of it is that if you have a large number of humanoid robots, the economic output is the average productivity per robot times the number of robots.
Right.
And actually, my prediction is in the benign scenario of the future that the robots will actually make so many robots and AI that they will actually saturate all human needs. Meaning you won't be able to even think of something to ask the robot for at a certain point. Like there will be such an abundance of goods and services because my prediction is that there'll be more robots than people. So,
but how do you then have human purpose in that scenario?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's perfect, but it is a necessary. Like you can't have both. You can't have work that has to be done and amazing abundance for all. Because if it's work that has to be done, then you and only some people can do it, then you can't have abundance.
Then
for
it's
all.
narrow.
Yes, narrow.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but if you have billions of humanoid robots, and I think there will be, I think everyone on Earth is going to have one and going to want one, because who wouldn't want a robot to, assuming it's very safe, watch over your kids, take care of your pet. If you have elderly parents, a lot of friends of mine have said they have elderly parents. It's very difficult to take care of them.
Expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive, and there just aren't enough people to take care of there aren't enough young people to take care of the old people.
Right.
So if you had a robot that could take care of and protect an elderly parent, I think that would be great. That would be an amazing thing to have. I think we will have those things. So, overall, I'm very optimistic about the future. I think we're headed for a future of amazing abundance, which is very cool. And definitely, we are in the most interesting time in history. I think there's a more interesting time in history.
Do you know something? Right there, when he said about there's going to be robots, more robots than humans.
Mm-hmm.
When as soon as I heard that, I remember something. I think was this from another World Economic Forum where you'll have everything and you want nothing. What's the
You'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. So because I'm thinking, okay, so we've got all these fucking robots, and what are the humans? If we've got all these humans, what are we doing?
Right.
Are we all making money from podcasts?
Well,
I mean, TikToks?
Well, the idea would be that money is not an object anymore because essentially the production of goods and services is being taken care of by AI. So we don't need to worry about that stuff anymore. There's a few things to break down here. The first thing I want to point out is I've got some numbers this time. I know I brought this up the other day, but I've got some numbers to pull up. So as of mid-2025, OpenAI still being like the world's most popular AI platform, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Has approximately 35 million paying subscribers on its ChatGPT Plus and Pro plans. These users represent 5% of the company's totally active weekly users, which has grown to over 800 million. So you've got 35 million paying subscribers. Don't forget that I think there might be some sort of ad support, with the free tiers. So then you've got 800 million active users. Yeah?
Right.
OpenAI is experiencing massive daily losses due to the high computing, talent, and AI development costs.
Right.
With these recent reports projecting that for 2026, they indicate a daily burn rate of potentially ranging from 15 million a day to over 83 million a day. Some estimates suggest a total loss of 14 billion in 2026. So you have this is why, like, whenever Elon Musk says something like that, show me you working out. Show me how this is fucking possible. Because, like, as I just said, they've got 35 million paying subscribers. And then on top of that, that's part of 800 million active users. And AI is so expensive.
Yeah.
They can't turn a profit. It's not even like it's marginal, like, oh, you're a company that's saying, oh, it's you would shutter a company because the profit isn't there or something like that. It's a lot of money.
Well, I said I had something that I wanted to bring up on the podcast when I was in the car. And I said, I'll save it for when I'm on the podcast so you can make a fool out of me. But I did have a bit of a conspiracy thought when it comes to the chips for this AI. And I know they're telling us that these chips are to power the computers for these server computers for the AI.
Yeah.
Yep. What if they're not? What if the RAM is for what Elon Musk is on about there? A mass fucking production of robots that we don't fucking know about. And then all of a sudden they're going to go, ta-da, we've got the robots.
Yeah, but you still got a problem.
Oh, I agree. We definitely got a problem if there's a shitload of robots.
Well, no, but see, our problem's compute power. So for instance, a robot, yeah?
Yes.
Not big, not huge. You haven't got a whole lot of space to work with there. So it's almost going to be like a cloud computing system that's on it. So whatever you're like, if you buy yourself if we make useful robots, this is probably the best way of putting it. They're not going to be doing the compute on board.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you yeah, okay, that scenario you could go, well, what if they're there for the robots? Maybe, but you're still going to have the backbone. So all that RAM you've just stuck into the robots, you still need that. You still need that for the data centers.
Well, I'll bring this bit on now because he does start talking about AI more. So I've skipped past a bit because to keep us on, because we're on the AI subject here. So,
But the cost of getting to there, the compute, the chips, the fab, the powering, that to me, what are the those are huge.
The limiting factor, yeah, I think the limiting factor for AI deployment is fundamentally electrical power.
It's just, right, it's energy.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing the rate of AI chip production increase exponentially, but the rate of electricity being brought online is
3%, 4% a year,
Yeah.
max.
Yeah. It's clear that we're very soon, maybe even later this year, we'll be producing more chips than we can turn on. But except for China. China's growth in electricity is tremendous.
They're building 100 gigawatts of nuclear as we speak.
Actually, solar is the biggest thing in China. So I believe China's production capacity on solar is 1,500 gigawatts a year, and they're deploying over 1,000 gigawatts a year of solar. Now, for continuous solar load, you divide that by roughly, 4 or 5. Call it that's around 250 gigawatts of steady state power paired with batteries. And that's a very big number. That's half of the average power usage in the U.S.
Right.
So U.S. power usage on average is 500 gigawatts. China, just in solar, in solar that can provide steady state power and batteries, can do half of the U.S. electricity output per year just with solar. Solar is by far the biggest source of energy. And actually, when you look beyond, or even on Earth, but certainly beyond Earth, the sun rounds up to 100% of all energy. This is an important thing to consider. So the sun is 99.8% of the mass of the solar system. Jupiter is about 0.1%, and everything else is miscellaneous. Now, even if you were to burn Jupiter in a thermonuclear reactor, the amount of energy produced by the sun would still round up to 100%, because Jupiter is only 0.1%. If you teleported 3 more Jupiters into our solar system, and burnt 3 more Jupiters and everything else in the solar system, the sun's energy would still round up to 100%. Mm-hmm. So it's really all about the sun. And that's why one of the things we'll be doing with SpaceX within a few years is launching solar-powered AI satellites.
Right.
Because the space is really the source of immense power, and then you don't need to take up any room on Earth. There's so much room in space, and you can scale to enormous. You can scale to, I think, ultimately hundreds of terawatts a year.
So, put the AI servers up into space, have it powered by the sun.
He's not talking about the servers.
He's talking about the AI. Not the servers. Sorry,
Space solar panels.
Yes, solar powers to power it. But he also talks about in a minute about it cooling it as well in space.
Yeah, well, it would make sense. Like it's supposedly really cold up there.
Yeah, I've never been, but
supposedly really big. But I don't know. I hear this stuff now, and I always wonder to myself, like, where's the I've still got to charge my laptop. Like, I mean, okay, it's maybe even if I don't charge it every day, it still needs charged.
mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like there's no stepping stones of technology for me here. Like when Musk talks, it's like, oh, in a few years, or we're going to deploy this, or something like that. But I can't see how we get there.
I know. Well, I mean, we do have we've got SpaceX, so we've got reusable rockets. I believe I think I heard that the part that gets wasted is like a small Boeing, cost of a small Boeing.
Yeah, but I don't mean like how do we get there as in like how do we get there? I mean, how do we get there as in technology thing? Where's the leap? Where's the leap that goes from solar power is now? I mean, like, is one of the reasons. I know we can do a good job on houses with solar power and batteries and stuff like that, but we're still talking cables there. We're talking wireless energy transfer. So we're talking about like collecting and storing power, and then transmitting it wirelessly to the surface of the earth.
We're talking about some real Tesla stuff, Nikola Tesla technology there, like to fucking.
No, not really, because
like apparently he powered like an entire city.
Yeah, that was supposedly like the ether, whatever the ether is, isn't it?
This sounds like he's talking about some fucking ether technology here.
No, he's talking about solar power.
How are you going to get it to Earth though?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking ether.
No, this technology, and when they talk about space things, because he's not the first person to suggest this, by the way. When you talk about space, solar power, the idea is that you collect and store it in space and then transmit it wirelessly to a receiver. That's not like it's not like using the ether or anything like that. It's wireless energy transfer in the same way as like technically you suppose you can call like near field communication, like when you ping your card or something like that. I don't I want it to be real. I do. But
do you?
Elon Musk,
I don't know if I do, Lee, because if we. Let's say this future of Elon's comes to fruition, and we're outnumbered by robots. And I'm not going to go down the dark route that they tried to fuck us over and kill us.
Technically, we're outnumbered by robots right now.
Yeah, we are.
There are more mobile phones than people.
Right, I'm talking moving about robots, moving around. Like you've got one doing the kitchen right now as we speak. I've got one talking to the wife, so I don't have to. I've got one mowing the lawn. All these different things that they could do to make life easier for a man. Go do the shopping. I'm sure people don't want to do the shopping. But what happens to humanity when we've got nothing to do? Do we become better at arts and crafts? Do we play more sport? Or my guess, do we want to plug in?
To what?
Essentially, like I think if you're living a world where everything gets done for you, where food gets sent to your doorstep from a robot, you are carted around, you're not even driving anyway. Nothing. You are doing nothing physical. I think you will get a group of people that'll want to do, play football, boxing, jiu-jitsu, arts and crafts. That people will still go to the gym. I guarantee you, a world like that, if you've ever seen the film WALL-E, you will get people. I think the majority of the fucking planet will be like that.
I mean, you do already. Like, what I would argue is that the lots of the problems that people have right now, where they let themselves get into unhealthy, we'll call it what it is, a death spiral. Because there's a lot of people out there that are just on a slow fucking death spiral. I think a lot of that is just ways of coping with modern world, and by coping with modern world, I mean coping with bills, coping with going to a job you don't like, talking to people you don't want to talk to. So that you've got to balance that out. So first of all, I don't think this reality is going to happen anyway. But what do you think's worse? Do you think it's worse a person that gets up? There was a video I watched today, which is probably better explains it better than I did, and it was some like 20-year-old guy that's essentially like, everyone's done it. Everyone's been that 20-year-old guy that woke up one day and went, "Oh my God, this is shocking." Like, we go to work every day, we spend 8 hours, we work all week to get 48 hours off. Sometimes some people have to work maybe 8-9 of those hours anyway, so they don't even get their full week, the full 48 hours that they can have off work. And then Monday rolls around, we do it all over again, and we're going to continue to do this cycle until we die. Every one of us has woke up to that realization.
Yeah.
If let's take Elon's future at face value and go, right, this is achievable. It's achievable in our lifetimes. I don't think you can honestly say that sounds like a worse future than the death spiral.
No.
Like
I agree.
The death spiral is treading water. So we'll turn around and say, well, what are people going to do? How are they going to find purpose? Maybe they'll find purpose in things they actually fucking enjoy. Because that's the fucking crazy thing about this. And regardless of what Elon Musk says are there, we found purpose in misery.
That's pretty true, isn't it? I mean, you look at the main sort of clickbait on social media. It's always fucking something that is absolutely fucking miserable that's going on in the world.
Yeah, but I mean, even
and everybody wants to click on it.
And do you know why that is?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Because your life is so fucking miserable.
Thankfully.
That you can seek solace in the misery of others.
Oh, so I feel like I've had a shit day. It's okay.
Yeah, I've had a shit day at work. Yeah, I had a shit day at work. I hate my job. I hate fucking Nigel. Nigel's a prick. Gary's after me job. The fucking bellend Gary.
Oh, he's after me ass as well.
We're trapped in a relationship maybe you don't want to be in. Maybe you got to go and do a load of stuff you don't want to do. You've got a load of hobbies that you actually do like, but you never get any time to do them. And you're so fucked off with everything. And you open your laptop. And you go, oh, it's terrible.
I thought you were going to give me an advert for a robot then.
Look at that war. Look at that war. That's terrible. And you'll pretend you'll fake emotion about it, but technically what you're doing is you're going, oh well, could be worse. I could be over there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe I'm guilty of that. Oh.
Everyone is, but I don't think there's anything to be guilty about.
Yeah,
I really
you think
don't.
you've got it bad? Well, just look over there.
And then there's the flip side of that argument where you go, oh well, it's like, so when someone turns around and says, oh, it could be worse. Like Gary over there's a fucking got like no arms and his tongue's just fell out. And you're like, all you've got is a sore toe. And you go, yeah, but my sore toe is my sore toe, and Gary's problems are Gary's problems. So I suppose that's the other side of it. It's designed though. Like, this is the thing. This situation we are in right now, we are designed for it. Like the whole idea of like school bells. School bells were there to simulate factory bells, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
You know, we have been. This whole situation we're in has essentially been fucking masterminded. It's not an accident we've ended up being worker bees.
Yeah, it feels like it's very much been orchestrated. But orchestrated for who?
I mean, I don't think that's too much of a stretch, really, because it's rather than going, there's been like a table of people going, right, if we can just fucking convince them to do this, we're laughing. And like 100 years down the line, we're like, oh, we'll really have control in 100 years. I think it could be as simple as, let's say, the Industrial Revolution, for instance, and you had one town with the steel mill. I haven't got anywhere in particular in mind, but we'll just say, you know how back in days of yore, you would have a town, and that town would essentially work for the one thing, be it a coal mine or be it a fishing village or, like I say, a steel works, something like that. So someone came up with the idea of like, well, the kids are going to work in there. It's right. Yeah. Well, we're finding it hard to get the adults to get back to work when we want them to, and the whistle goes off. So if we can just do that in the school, like the local school in this town, that like when they come in and out, just use a whistle or like a bell or something like that, and we'll slowly condition them that when they hear a whistle or a bell, it's time to get back to work, and we can fix this. Like the kids at school now, they start working at fucking 12. Yeah. You know, we're not we don't have to wait like 18 years to wrap this up. We're talking we could start this tomorrow, and in 4 years' time, we've got conditioned workers ready to go into the mine. Awesome, Gary. Great idea. So then that's what they implement. And then that factory owner tells another factory owner, and then that factory owner speaks to the school and says, fucking, have you seen what they're doing over there? We need to do this. So then before you know it, Great Britain's doing it.
I think the thing is with all of this, though, is it, like you say...
Talking, yeah, into your mic a little bit more.
Sorry, mate. Like you say, where's it going? Because you don't see it down the line. But I do see a build-up, Lee.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think this is.
I think it's gonna. I think something's gonna hit us, and we're gonna be like, "Fuck me," because I told you about the reaction from my dad when I showed him that robot. He's like, "That's AI." He refused to believe it, and I'm like, I kind of understand that now.
But I've always been one of those. I think a lot of those robot videos from, what you call it, what's the company?
What, the Boston Dynamics?
Boston Dynamics, yeah. I think those videos are AI. Oh, not AI. I think. See, this is the other thing. I just did my thing there. We shouldn't say AI. It won't be AI. If you're going to do that, you're rendering it. You're doing it. You're putting work in. Like AI is something us fucking idiots that don't actually know how to do anything. Like you do. You know, AI is like fucking spell check, for instance, where if you actually have command of the English language and you're like a fucking proper scholar, you don't need to use spell check. You can spell the fucking words.
See, I feel like this is deja vu, but we might have said this on a podcast, or I might have said it to you while driving in the car. But you put that algorithm inside a machine, does it make a difference?
No.
That it's an algorithm? Does it make? Do you know what I mean? Does it make a difference that algorithm is running the machine? Let's do a bit of fear.
But the algorithm won't be running the machine.
Okay, so you put the program in the machine. The machine is connected to. It's got an AI. That machine's main goal is to, I don't know, let's say it's going into a certain territory to take over it, be on orders. Okay, is it going to be any less scarier just because we know it's got an algorithm that's running that?
Yeah, I get what you mean. We're kind of in that situation already, though. I think it's It's no scarier being robots than people.
No, people are a bit more scary than robots.
And I don't think the moral, like, for right or wrong, this isn't like I'm not grandstanding against the military. I think at heart I'm a bit of an interventionist, if I'm perfectly honest, especially when it comes to like particular sort of rogue elements of the world.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got I don't think we've ever come a cropper with soldiers not doing what they're told to do. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So that at that point does it, and if anything, I think the AI might be fucking. No, you can program some morals into that. You can give it you can give it more direct fucking orders. A robot army is probably not going to go out for itself and start fucking, like, I don't know, without saying the hard R word, going to go out to try and find some fucking spoils of war for itself.
No, that's true. It's just going to get the job done that it went in for. But at the same time, the fucking spoils of war, that there's some heinous war crimes that are out there, but at the same time,
But we're doing it though, mate. We don't need robots for this.
Did you ever hear about the Nazi and the UK soldier?
Did they walk into a bar?
No, they didn't walk into a bar, but they happened to end up in the same fucking bunker, dying.
Yes,
yeah, and they ended up sorting each other out. Not in that way. We're gonna die. You hold mine, I'll hold yours. No, but what I'm saying there is a robot's gonna have no empathy whatsoever. It's just gonna go in, and it is literally gonna terminate if that's its order.
Yeah, but we've already got it. And do you know what's more scary than robots? Drones. And we've been using drones now.
They're the same fucking thing.
No, but we've been using them for fucking years.
We have. I feel like we've already broken the prime directive, for robots. We should have always had that program into they cannot hurt another human being.
Then they're useless for the military, though.
Yeah.
I think the Terminator's got a lot to answer for. I think the idea that walking robots is more scary than flying death machines. And we've had flying death machines. Like, fucking Obama was fucking calling drone strikes.
Well, yeah, but it's like in Terminator, they did have flying ones as well.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, I don't foresee anything changing. I think that's my thing is if you open ChatGPT, right,
mm-hmm.
and just leave it fucking open, you can sit and watch that screen till you die. Unless you put something in, it's not going to give you anything out. Really fucking clever calculator is what it is.
Do you not think that though that future could eventually outsmart a human being naturally? Like,
no,
it could put an algorithm into a machine.
No, I don't believe we've got the compute power to do it. We're literally trying to build nuclear power stations to power this stuff. We're stripping the consumer market of electronics to try and find the compute power to do this. Like, this is you need an Ashton Forbes level black project / breakaway civilization energy tech to even begin to make this happen. And then you've also got the other fucking hiccup, Ollie. You got the other little tiny hiccup, which I believe not enough people talk about. is consciousness. Is it possible to create a conscious robot?
I mean, Chappie was a great film, but I don't know. I can't see. Looking at the miracles of life, you've had a child. I've had two children.
He's
look
also
at the-
homeschooling.
Yeah, look at the miracle of that. To think about life essentially going into this is, I can't really comprehend that.
I don't think it's possible.
A circuits having real emotion.
Yeah.
A machine really getting upset.
And people turn and say, well, actually, the brain is just a computer. It's like, yeah, and a Hoover's a dog. You know, what are you talking about?
Yeah, but somebody made that brain. Or did
Maybe.
it just start from slime and a swamp?
Maybe. Who knows? We're not. Do you know what? I don't think we're supposed to know that shit.
I don't think we're supposed to know that shit, which this is why I think the world that Elon's talking about, I think people go fucking insane.
I think they're already going insane, though.
Yeah, I agree. The whole mouse utopia thing, I agree with that. But at the same time, people are going to want this. Because it can be pitched
Is that
so
bad,
well.
though?
It can be pitched. I think it's bad for humanity in the long run, yes.
Why, though? Why is it worth... This is what I'm trying to get. And I realise I'm steel man a little bit. All I want to know is why you think it's worse than the death spiral.
I kind of feel like we should go a little bit hippie and go a little bit more off the radar. Put some of this tech aside. But I don't think anybody can do it. I struggle to do it.
Well, what does that mean, go off the radar? Because like, you're still living in the modern world. So does that mean we go back to 2005? See, the problem there is that it still doesn't solve the...
I think something major would need to happen for the... I often think, fuck me, wouldn't it be great to go back to, like, 1990. I mean, I would have been 10 years old.
But you're missing
to
the
be a
point
grown
here.
up back then.
Yeah, you're missing the point.
I don't think
The point is that the point is to try and use this thing to find some meaning of life, not to lose it. Because at the minute, what we're basically saying is like, well, what are people gonna do? How will people find meaning in life if someone else is giving the McDonald's burgers out? How will people find meaning in life if someone else is driving you around? We are liquidating the human condition and serving it up that we're nothing more than products of fucking, like, delivery. I mean, surely, and you're right, some people will just go turn around and say, fucking sick, I'm going to watch porn and play Call of Duty for the rest of my life. Wicked. And that, do you know what?
Simultaneously.
People are doing that now already. So
yeah. Was it you that showed me the fucking IGN tech?
Yeah, that's fucking wild. I think it's, but like, as far as the Wall-E, like, it was Wall-E, wasn't it, with all the people that weren't doing anything?
Yeah, Wall-E.
Yeah.
Wall-E.
I find it far more believable that we would find a new renaissance.
What, than just Weight Watchers?
Then do nothing. Yeah, absolutely. Because the thing is, right now, mate, shit's fucking crazy. Like
It is. It's
energy
wild.
bills, especially in the UK, energy bills highest energy bills in the UK anywhere in the world.
That's
We
probably
pay
the same
we
in
pay,
America.
No, we pay well. The UK is well worse than America.
Saying
UK
that, you guys' fuel is fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fucking say. But the so we're paying the highest fucking bills. Like the cost of living in the UK is fucking rocketed. The now if you don't set it as your fucking life's goal from when you're in preschool, you're not going to buy a home. You know, it's fucking insanity. And like I just don't believe that if you take that stress away from people, they do nothing. Even with all that stress, we still do hard shit. Even with all of the bullshit that go on around us, people still go and play Sunday league football. People still go to the gym. People still go to jiu-jitsu. People still go to fucking boxing clubs. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So I don't think all of a sudden freeing up more time is going to stop people doing cool shit.
I just don't know where the money's coming from, though. Unless something's going to happen where they're going to go, you can have this. Yeah, we'll give you get a robot every 6 years. Get a new one. You get a new phone every 6 years. You don't get a choice what it is, but you get one.
Mm-hmm.
You get entertainment. The entertainment's free.
Yeah. I don't.
AI will make all the movies. You've got infinite movies. Watch what you want to watch.
This is my problem with it. Is it doesn't, for it to work properly, it has to be a venture of pure altruism, and I don't understand. I'd like to believe that was possible. But in essentially what we're looking at, which is really, really quite crazy in my eyes, especially considering that you tend to think of Elon Musk as being someone more of the right than the left now.
Yep.
The technocratic, technology-driven society is fucking is futuristic communism and futuristic socialism. That's what it is. And again, we're used to that coming from the left. We're used to that. Oh yeah, well that wasn't real socialism. This can be real socialism. What Elon Musk is basically saying there, without saying it, is no, this is real socialism. This will work this time because this involves robots.
Yeah. Another thing when it comes to all the robots, I hope in Elon's future for all the robots, people are not going to be fucking the robots and they are going to be fucking each other, because he's all about procreating and creating more children. That didn't get mentioned.
Do you believe that?
I mean, he's got a lot of kids.
Yeah, there's also the rumor that he's never actually made one of them himself.
That's the best bit.
Yeah, I think there is, regardless of what people say, I think to chase this sort of, like, say, this technocratic agenda, it is deeply anti-human.
This is why it's so confusing. He's a very confusing man. I'll tell you something, though. What did you say at the beginning of the show about the way Elon Musk looks?
Oh, he looks younger. He looks different.
So here we go. This is a good bit to bring this up.
You see it?
I haven't put much time into the aging stuff. I do think it is a very solvable problem. Like you can. I think when we figure out what causes aging, I think we'll find it's incredibly obvious. It's not a subtle thing. The reason I say it's not a subtle thing is because all the cells in your body, with some pretty much age at the same rate.
Good.
I've never seen someone with an old left arm and a young right arm ever in my life. So why is that? That means that there must be a clock, a synchronizing clock,
Right.
that is synchronizing across 35 trillion cells in your body. you know, but there is some benefit to death, by the way. It's like there's a reason why we don't actually have a longer lifespan, because if people do live forever for a very long time, I think there's some risk of an ossification of society, of things just getting kind of locked in place, and you know, it just may become stultifying, just not lack vibrancy. But that said, do I think we'll figure out ways to extend life and maybe even reverse aging? I think that's highly likely.
I'm looking forward to that.
Do you think we're going to figure that out? Or would you? Or do you think that's a bad idea?
I don't know. I mean, it depends, doesn't it? If there's an afterlife, it's probably a bad idea. You know, it's if the idea that there's something better after this, if that's true, then it probably is a bad idea. If it's not, immortality is a pretty good idea, because the other option would be nothing.
Nothingness.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never understood that concept. I tried to imagine it as a child, and I can't imagine nothingness. I had this argument with my dad many a times.
But there's a dead easy way to like explain it to yourself, isn't there?
Yeah, what were you before you were born?
No, like if your TV breaks, it's done. It's like the signal it was getting, it doesn't receive anymore. That signal, like the television isn't existing somewhere else on a ethereal plane.
I believe that
doesn't work
TV
anymore.
is still playing classic episodes of Columbo in its
heaven,
imaginary
in TV heaven.
plastic head. Yeah. I love Columbo. Yeah,
You would
the
though, wouldn't
aging
you?
thing.
But just so quickly, if someone said it, you would.
What expand my age?
If someone could turn around and say, "Listen, Ollie, you kids, Mrs. We can fucking." I'm trying to think of someone. Trying to think of the name there. The guy in the attic with the picture. I forgot his name. But we can extend you forever. Like you'll amass so much wealth over these times. You'll be able to just flit around. You can just fucking change your fucking name, change this, that, and the other. You'll there's other people. There's other people that are in this clique, so you won't be alone. There'll be like a network of people. Downside is you'll like some of the friends you meet will age and stuff, and you'll have to fuck them off at some point and go somewhere else.
You make it sound like a vampire here.
Well, no, because there's no blood sucking going on. It's just you're just flitting around the world, maybe changing your name now and again, that type of stuff.
It would be hard to turn down, wouldn't it? When you think about it, let's say this has been offered. This is a thing, and it's been offered to some of the higher ups, and then every so often it's like, you need to go now. People are getting wind of you.
Too recognisable, yeah.
You need to
and
go.
And even then,
you can come back.
Yeah, you just have to give it a couple of decades.
And then you can come back, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's probably people that have lived for a long time. I think there is. I think there's some secret.
It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
I don't think it's a technology, Lee, though. I think it's fucking magic.
Yeah, I mean wait.
Or what if we're supposed to live longer? It seems like we have a small lifespan.
Yeah.
What if they've dulled it down? What if these? I always say these fucking. But what if these fucking elites have dulled it down? They're like, we can't have these motherfuckers living as long as they're living because they cause us trouble when they get wiser.
Maybe.
I just found it interesting when he said, "I think it's something so simple. When we figure it out, it's going to be simple."
Yeah, but I mean, the way he explained that, then if it is some sort of like all-conquering body clock, that does sound pretty simple. It would be no different than just like fixing the fucking mileage on your car. The only thing there is would that be the same analogy where you go, oh, like we can make it appear as if you've got less miles on the clock, but those organs have still got miles on them.
I watched a film called The Island the other night.
You bring this up regularly on the podcast.
I actually watched the film again the other night. Yeah. I can't stop thinking about it, Lee. I think that's fucking going on. That could be going on.
It could be what we are, Ollie.
Do you say that again? You're saying that...
Well, it could be what this bit is.
This entire place?
Yeah.
And when we get to go to heaven, that's the island?
Not necessarily that, but people go missing. Like lots of people go missing. Lots of kids go missing. We know that.
So this is like this is the island 2.0. It's not an island. It's a planet.
Mm-hmm. Beyond the ice wall, they'd be probably.
They pay well beyond the ice wall.
Yeah, like just need a new liver. Fucking hell! I'll go and abduct a school. One of the livers will fit you.
That Admiral Byrd, when he found that hole and he went into it. Little did he know, he just walked into a load of rich bastards.
Mm.
You need to go back, Bird. You're not ready. He's not. Listen, you can go back, mate. That would be why they let him go. Because the real Bird had paid good money for that bird. And that bird, he had some years left in him, healthy organs. It doesn't make sense, though. That theory doesn't make sense because I like it. I do like it, Lee. But cigarettes, vapes, alcohol.
Yeah.
Sexual transmitted diseases.
Because you'd have to keep the population stupid enough, and you would have to have a if you're going to farm, for instance, and there's natural predators around you, then you would just make sure that you farmed enough that even if like some of the lambs get taken away, you can have enough lambs left to take to slaughter. So that's what you do in this situation. You would have enough people that accidents happen. Some people fucking drive themselves into walls. Some people drink themselves to death. Some people smoke too much. But in amongst all those, like you've got Johnny Keep Fit, which it does nothing but eat kale and run. And you're like, oh, great, okay. Like, swipe.
Or maybe he was coasted. His life was coasted because Johnny's the one being paid for.
Maybe.
It's like, give this guy a good life.
Because
fucking hell, maybe Elon Musk's a slave. There's actually the real Elon is he's the one on Mars that that guy wrote a book about. Space guy. Yeah, he's an odd man, Elon. He is an odd man. He's like Marmite. But I like Marmite, so.
I know.
Do you like Marmite?
No, I hate it. I think I fall more and more into the crowd now that goes, mate, I don't think any of these people can be fucking
Trusted.
humanity's best interests at heart. Or that's the other that's the fucking painful fucking thought, isn't it? Like, it's like we don't have the energy to power AI. We don't have the energy to make utopia, right? Okay, well, what if we got rid of 7 billion people? That's going to free up an awful lot of energy, isn't it? It's going to free up a lot of resources.
Mm.
And then, like 100 years down the line, when we're Star Trek and we're a space faring civilization, and we look back at the brave world leaders of 2026, 2027 that made the decision to cull almost the entire global population so that humanity had a future. You could well spin that to them being the good guys.
Oh, can you imagine? You're just walking down the corridor of a spaceship and there's a big fucking giant photograph of Keir Starmer.
Yeah, it's my argument about
underneath he did it for the future.
It's my argument about people that complain about like colonialism now. And people complain about that. I was speaking to someone the other day that was talking about Australia Day, and they were saying, like Australia Day is like it's problematic, isn't it, because of what happened with the Aborigines? I was like, yeah. Well, the option to that is like you're not here, your family's not here because they're Australian.
Mm.
Like the other option is you're not a thing. And
also, the Aborigines they look really happy now.
I've never seen one, Ollie.
In Australia?
Not even going down there. So I'm not going down this road, Ollie. You're not dragging me down there.
Okay. Have you never seen Crocodile Dundee?
I'm not sure that's what it's like, Ollie.
Seem to
Really
all get
not
along.
sure what it's like. Yeah. I really don't know. I think the World Economic Forum might be full of pipe dreams. And it makes me wonder even does it have power? Has it really?
What, the World Economic Forum?
Yeah, or is it just a load of people getting together, like patting each other back and waffling? Like the world's worst managers conference.
Oh, I don't know. I think there's definitely some conversations that go down there that we don't get to hear about.
Yeah, but I mean, that only matters if then those conversations get implemented and it has a real world impact.
Wasn't there some woman that turned up drowned quite close to that place a few years ago?
I don't know.
There was there was definitely something that went down. I can't remember it. I'm pretty sure we spoke about it on a show.
Probably if it was something like that, I can't remember. You're probably right.
It was literally like a couple of days after she turned up on the shore. It's like people were speculating.
Yeah. See, thoughts and prayers to Jordan Peterson as well, who's sounds like he's absolutely on his way out. He hasn't been seen in public life now for what was it? Well,
is he in a real bad way? I know he was. I saw his daughter say something,
and one could come to the conclusion that if everything started falling apart for him when he said he wanted to put together a alternative World Economic Forum. He was very, very adamant that he wanted to get a group of we'll use the based word of based intellectuals together and businessmen and stuff like that and do a counter World Economic Forum.
Can't let that happen. See, you don't want. I don't want to turn that into a conspiracy, but seriously, they wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
I fucking. I mean, the guy's struggled with drug addiction, hasn't he, for a long time now? As in, pharmaceutical drugs. Like,
I mean, don't just put words out if you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know.
I'm not saying what's wrong with him, because I don't know what's wrong with him. But what I would feel confident in saying is that everyone's seen how emotional he gets about stuff.
Yeah.
Like the weight of the world is fucking heavy
On that man's shoulders. It seems that way, doesn't it?
But some people tell us, "Oh no, he's not that fucking important." Well, he's very important to a lot of people, and if you're very important to a lot of people and you take that responsibility fucking seriously, then that it is a burden to carry that.
I listen to a lot of Jordan Peterson.
I quite like Jordan Peterson. I read his first book.
Very relaxing voice. Sounds a bit like Kermit the Frog.
He sounds very much like Kermit the Frog.
I think he knows he sounds like Kermit the Frog as well.
Yeah, he does. I hope he gets better. I think we need people like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
But,
Best wishes to you, mate.
Well, anyway, look, have you got any? Is there any more of the Musk thing you want to play?
There's no more. There's no more Musk. It was just I just wanted to do a little bit of a sciencey show with a bit of Elon Musk because it's the only part that I took any attention to from the World Economic Forum.
It was interesting, mate. It's interesting. I think there was some interesting stuff covered in this episode. I hope people enjoyed listening to it as much as I enjoyed thinking about it. We'll just see now. See if it changes. Like there was some other stuff as well from the Pfizer guy. He said some fucking worrying stuff where he said that the best years of Pfizer are yet to come, and that he considered the COVID pandemic a dress rehearsal. That's
fucking tell you, don't they? They just tell you.
Well, that's what I was saying. You say like the closed doors. I don't think it is about closed doors. I think it's about saying it in front of people.
Just in fact, you're going to kill him. Yeah, just tell him. Tell him you're going to kill him.
Should we just tell
just
him?
Be honest.
Let's just tell him they're dead, right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's been wild, Ollie. I've enjoyed that. Thanks for bringing the Elon Musk stuff up. Did you notice the way he was sat all the way through the show? Yeah, I don't think that's fucking anything.
They say it's something to kind of keep you cool, calm, and collected. I've tried it. It doesn't seem to work.
I think it's a similar thing, isn't it, to the idea of doing that type of thing when you're trying to meditate and stuff. Something to keep you present, I suppose. But do all the stuff, like and share the podcast. Oliver.
Yes, babe.
Close it out for us, my friend.
You got a massive head.
Well,
it's a beautiful head.
It's a beautiful head.
It is a beautiful head. I find it thoroughly delicious.
It's just as well too, because underneath this massive head is sturdy shoulders, and without those sturdy shoulders, I couldn't have carried you for fucking years.
That seems like a bit of an arsehole thing to say, but that's what you are.